One Piece pirate crew. Nah, I'm just joking, guys. This ain't Legend Mac. But what this is W.o.D Straw Hat signing in for his first ever YouTube video, man. So let's give a round of applause. And I thank y'all for joining in today with me and as we begin this journey. So let's get it going. Alright, so the topic of the video today is just out of all the characters that we've seen so far in the One Piece world, you need to pick 6 fighters and 6 support characters that you personally would want to be on your crew as you try to travel the world and find that One Piece and find Raftel. And you get to either choose a devil fruit or you cannot have a devil fruit and be like Shanks and be a fucking beast and whatnot. But me personally, I'd probably go with the devil fruit. Alright, so for my fruit, I would definitely have to go with Big Mom's Soru Soru no Mi. Even though I really can't stand the insanely big bitch, shout out to King of Lightning, but I really can't stand her because she an asshole 3 ways from Sunday for hitting fucking Lola's sister, man. Just because she resented Lola and they looked exactly alike. Like, come on, Big Mom. You gotta be a better mother than that. And we've seen so far what she does to her children. So we have to take the time and think to ourselves, does she really care about her children as much as she says she does? Really, Big Mom? Come on. So let's take this time to just, say fuck Big Mom as a group, as a unit. But nah, let's keep it going. I would definitely choose her soul fruit though, because it is definitely shown that it is OP as hell, man. And it's just an all around hacks fruit. Like we just recently saw in the recent chapters that she could fly with Zeus, man. That's really what made me change my my devil fruit, because originally I was gonna go with the lazy Admiral Kizaru. I mean, I'm kind of lazy too, but that nigga lazy as hell. But I was originally gonna go with his Glint fruit, but then in the recent chapters, like I was saying, that's what really put it over the top, and that's what really made me change my mind and just go, and I had to go with Big Mom's fruit, was that she was able to create her own flying Nimbus, man. And that shit was crazy. But we haven't even seen like the full extent to Big Mom's power, let alone her awakening. And we can just see from what what the chapters have presented us, that fruit is nothing to be messed with, man. And maybe, in a later video, I'll get into what I possibly think Big Mom's awakening might be, and we could do a discussion on that. But that's in the future. So for my first fighter, I would pick formerly known as the Pirate Hunter Zoro, or Roronoa Zoro. I would definitely have to go with Zoro because he's been trained by Mihawk, and he's definitely on his way to becoming the greatest swordsman in the world. We've seen Zoro's loyalty to Luffy time and time and time again, man. And I definitely need someone like that as my vice captain. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a Zoro fanboy, but that's not the only reason that I'm choosing Zoro to be my vice captain, yo. He's got what it takes, and I seriously believe that. So for my first support character, I'm going with the Devil Child, Nico Robin. First of all, we need someone to decipher the Polygus. Point blank, period. But other than that, Robin, she just loves to learn and she loves to journey. And I really got a feel for Robin in the Skypiea arc when she just went off on her own adventure, and she got really mad when one of Enel's top guys was destroying that ancient ruins that just held so much of the world's history. And I really feel like me and Robin could really vibe because of our common interests. And I may be wrong, but I think I'm pretty spot on when I say Robin has a thing for archaeology. And that's definitely something that I could see myself getting into. And we're not just searching for, well, that's the main point, but we are just searching for the poneglyphs, but we're out venturing the world and just seeing what the world has to offer us, man. And just how the world has shaped itself, over the coming years or over the recent years. My second fighter, I'm going with my main man, Kobe. And some of y'all might be thinking, why Kobe? Kobe's a pussy. Kobe's not a well, Kobe used to be a pussy, but he ain't no pussy no more. Kobe has definitely made a come up, yo. And he has definitely grown into his own and gotten a whole bunch of confidence. And he's shown how much he's grown in his time with the Marines and training under Garp. And he's just really coming to his own, yo. So I definitely have to trust Kobe will be a freaking beast in the story, yo. Like, mark my words. And we already know this. But Kobe, he is going to be a beast, end of story. And I need that beast in my on my crew. Plus, I've noticed Kobe is a lot like Gohan, man. He was a little timid growing up, but he really had a raging beast deep down within him waiting to come out. And I can steady see that beast coming and coming and coming until it just finally emerges as the admiral, or he ain't gonna be no admiral because he gonna be on my pirate crew. And shit, man, I don't even know if Kobe might have to, or Zoro might have to give up that vice captain spot to my main man Kobe. But hey, we'll think about that later. Even Luffy's crew hasn't determined a vice captain yet. But for my second support character, I'm going with Prime Zeph, aka Red Leg Zeph, the man that has taught Sanji everything he knows, cooking and fighting. So I definitely need him on my team because we've seen what Sanji can do. We've seen all the eloquent meals that Sanji's made for the crew, and just all the things that he can just whip up with the measly of scraps. Like, Sanji is the definition of a great chef, and he is going to be the greatest chef in the story. But I need the man that taught Sanji everything he knows on my crew. And you don't get the name Red Leg Zeph just because of nothing. This man was roadhouse kicking everybody into oblivion. And he got that nickname because of the blood that stained his boots, man. So that man is definitely a fucking savage. And for my third fighter, I'm going with the Buddha man himself, Fleet Admiral, or ex-Fleet Admiral, Sengoku. Now, I feel like the Marines have definitely, kind of got a pole stuck up Sengoku's butt, but we've seen in the later episodes of the Dressrosa arc, Sengoku joking around and everything after Doflamingo was defeated and whatnot. So I feel like he really has a funny personality to him, and to hang out with Garp, you gotta have a sense of humor, man. Like, you got to. And it's just his position could not let him bring out that natural sense of humor. But we going balls out on my crew. Like, you can be as loose as you and as free as you want to be, man. You can be who you want, and you can be who you are. Like, there's no holding back or whatnot. So for my third support character, I'm going with X Drake, the supernova himself, man. So I definitely feel like X Drake is one of the strongest supernovas. I played him in Burning Blood, and I really liked his gameplay, and I really liked his strength. Some people say, his moves was kind of basic, but I feel like that's just because they didn't want to give everything that there was about X Drake, out. And they didn't want to reveal all his secrets too early. And I just feel like him and Zoro would definitely go at it with swordsmanship, even though X Drake uses those huge ass battle axes. But whatever, it's still swordsmanship. But I feel like him and Zoro would definitely raise each other's level in training, and maybe it kind of be like a Mihawk versus Shanks daily duels and whatnot. And we could definitely have a freaking monster in literally and figuratively in X Drake. Because if you haven't seen yet, but the man's T-Rex fruit, and I only say T-Rex fruit because I don't know the name of X Drake's ancient Zoan fruit off the top of my head right now. But we gonna call it a T-Rex fruit for the time being. His ancient Zoan is crazy, and I feel like it has the potential to be one of the greatest ancient Zoans of the One Piece story. Now Drake would act as our navigator. That would be his actual role on our ship. And he would definitely be a great support character because he's also a great fighter. He also has an interest in astrology, which I just find to be a cool interest of his because I feel like that'd be an interest of mine. I definitely like looking up at the stars when I'm high. We're gonna keep that between us. But I definitely like looking up at the stars and seeing what, outer space would have to offer us. And I feel like that would definitely be after we find Raftel. That would be our next mission. Drake would be responsible for getting us into space. Now for my fourth fighter, I'm going with Charlotte Katakuri. And we've seen this man's nasty ass abilities in the recent chapters. Him flicking beans like they bullets going through people's skulls. Charlotte Katakuri, this man is probably the strangest Logia type that we've run into in the One Piece chapter. But he just shows an unyielding loyalty for Big Mom, and he keeps cool under pressure. And we're gonna be under pressure a lot venturing to Raftel, so I need someone like him on my crew. And his observation hockey is so lethal that it said he can see a few minutes into the future. So I definitely need that also, just in case we get into some sticky situations. See what I did there? But just in case we get into some situations where Katakuri could probably be like, I don't think we should do that, Alex. But hey, no risk, no reward. Now for my fourth support character, the fishman we all know and love, Aladdin. Y'all thought I was gonna say Jinbei, huh? Nah. Aladdin. I need the vice captain of the Sun Pirates as my ship's doctor, man. And in order for him to be a vice captain, he has to have some level of fighting skills that's above the rest of the crew. So that'd be a great addition to my crew as a support character who's also another great fighter. But Chopper would definitely have a rival because I need Aladdin to be the greatest doctor of the world. So him and Chopper are going to be going at it for that future world's greatest doctor title. Now for my fifth fighter, I'm going to have to go with Porcus D. Ace, the fireman himself. Now, Ace's light, it went out way too soon, man. Way too soon. And I know, Oda, you did that for a reason. But damn, man, I really wish you could have kept Ace around for a little bit longer. So in my pirate crew, we gonna take that responsibility off you, Oda. We gonna let Ace stick around for a little bit longer. But Ace, I need his Mirror no Me on my crew. Ace is a really strong, really, really strong fighter. And maybe, his hockey has diminished over the years because he's got a little bit lenient on that devil fruit of his. But Ace has the potential to be a future pirate king himself, man. But I know he's going to help your boy W.o.D be pirate king just like he tried to help Whitebeard. R.I.P. Whitebeard, by the way, man. But that man is funny as hell. I just know it. Like, we've seen his his backstory with Luffy and Sabo and the great times that they had as kids, them cracking up and cracking jokes, man. I definitely need Ace's sense of humor on my squad. Now for my fifth support character, I gotta go with the future world's greatest shipwright, Frankie. Frankie's been trained by Tom, who made the previous Pirate King ship, the Oral Jackson, and I need Frankie's genius and his excellent mechanic abilities on my crew to keep up the ship's maintenance and just build the little gadgets here and there that you see on the Thousand Sunny. But Frankie's also a great fighter, and I need him to be that deadly fighter support character that we're going with. You know, that we see that repetition of all my support characters that we've named so far. For my sixth and final fighter, I need the tyrant himself. I used to hate him, but now I love him. Bartholomew Kuma, man. The former warlord of the sea. Kuma's devil fruit, I almost actually chose his devil fruit as my own. Cause it's just that hoe is OP, man. Kuma, his pawpaw fruit, the ability to reflect air itself, and he can reflect multiple things, not just air, but it's a great fruit, and I feel like he's a great fighter. He used to be the right hand man to Dragon, and I definitely need someone that's that loyal because we've seen his loyalty put on display for Dragon. The man literally took the warlord spot. I'm pretty sure as a part of Dragon's plans, and he became a pacifista just for Dragon. So we've seen, and we'll see why all that happened and what actually transpired, you know, in the future chapters. But I'm pretty sure that was all Dragon's plans, and Kuma just went right along with it because Dragon himself explained to what's that? What's that lady or man or whatever? Ivankov. We've seen that he said that he would explain his plan on, you know, why Kuma is the way he is to Ivankov. So we'll see that later on in the story. But I need that type of loyalty and dedication on my crew, man. And who knows, Kuma might have been a jokester himself, so hey, there might be two sides to that coin. Oh, and we're supposed to put our role on the what role we will play on the crew, but and I know I haven't said that. But my role will kind of go hand in hand with the role of the next character that I'm about to bring in. So for my sixth and final support character, I'm bringing the Soul King, the Funk Man himself, Brook. Brook, man, his role on the crew is the same role he plays on Luffy's crew. He provides the music, man. And I'm a rapper and an artist myself. So Brook, he's gonna make the beats, and I'm gonna spit a couple bars, you know, for the beats and the music he makes. But for the most part, man, we all gonna make some beautiful music out there on the sea, and just have a grand old time while doing our damn thing, man. Kick some ass, take some names, lay some tracks, spit some bars. We making it to Raftel in style and the classy way, yo. Now we might take 1,000 years, you know, just to get to the One Piece, but like my man Law said, the One Piece is going nowhere. So we in absolutely no rush, man. And with all the monsters that I got stacked on my crew, Zoro, Kobe, Sengoku, Katakuri, Ace, Kuma, Robin, Zeph, X Drake, Aladdin, Frankie, and Brook, man, we gonna be the best crew out there, and can't no one stop us. So like my cousin Condor once said, deuces my gooses, This has been W.O.D Straw Hat, and I appreciate y'all for sticking with me through my first video. And I hope y'all will stick with me, through the rest of my journey. And if so, I'll catch you in the next one.